So as you can kind of see right here, there's a lot going on. In the background right here, they're cutting up the logs that they already took down, some of the large logs. And then Jason here is doing a cut on this. Could be 2 more stops. So look at this. He's halfway there, and now it's going to get released. That's how you cut down a tree. It's unbelievable. As he cuts the tree, you can see the tension on the actual crane itself, pulling the actual tree up in the air. So cool. Just about ready to give that one stop. And one thing for sure, it's really, really cold out here. I mean, super cold. But they're getting the job done. He's so close to getting that released. And just think, these could be logs cut up at a sawmill, and they could use to be big, make a nice, beautiful log cabin house. And there it is, ready to roll. So I was telling you earlier, and when I was talking to Dan, some of those logs that you cut when you cut down a white pine, they can definitely be reused. And when I was talking about a log cabin house, these are actually white pine logs. And if you see the logs at the end here, they tee together. Some of the trees out there that they cut down on white pines become a log cabin house. Now this one here was done through a sawmill, and the logs are curved and inside they're flat. But this is a white pine, and this is a log cabin house. So nice, and it feels like nature when you're inside, all being reused. Trees are a good resource.
Another boring day in New England.
So Jay, you were telling me that the size of these trees, you know, the logs, this particular one they just cut in half. How much was the weight on this particular one of the crane?
It was 7,500. That with the brush on it, like 74. And then there was two top picks that were just over 6,000 pounds. So you figure it was like 34,000
altogether.
5,000 for that whole
Wow.
thing. We didn't even take
that stump. So we were talking earlier when we were over there, when you cut the actual tree, talk about, if you could on camera, what the shavings are. In other words, when you cut it with the saw that you had, I don't think there's any here, but you can actually look.
So
if you look.
Cut with the grain. See the difference in that wood?
Yeah.
So what's your step? I think I don't see that other one right there.
That's okay, you can talk about it. So
when you cut across the grains, you'll have the growth rings along that piece of wood or the shavings, right? So you gotta get the raker dialed right in on the saw perfectly to get, you know, so you're not overpowering or binding up the saw because you're trying to take too much. So you gotta get it dialed right in.
So I noticed that these shavings are coming out of the tree that you were cutting down on the logs. Why is it this so fine-tuned? Is it a different blade altogether?
Different person sharpening it. So see this one?
Yeah.
That's the one with the growth rings.
Oh, wow. Okay. Boy, he knows his trees.
You can see it between the two, right?
Yeah.
That was cut with the grain, right? So it's just like a plane, right? Just think of a planer. You'll get that ribbon.
Unbelievable. So, and you're almost all done, and this is just another day to you. And you're ready to say, you said you're ready to do it all over again. Wow.
Young guys need to my job.
And you know something? The crane operator and you communicated, and he stayed warm all day long. But you just had your coffee.
I just thought of another couple people to have me.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for being on the show, okay? Once again, look in the camera and tell everybody how you love this. Go ahead.
I needed a job, and here I am 32 years later.
So you've been doing this for 32 years. And every day and every tree is different. So it's not like being in the office. You could get up in the morning and you go, wow, how am I going to tackle that big tree? And you look at it and you say, this is what's going to happen.
Right, we will all formulate a plan before we even get up there. But
Right. And
tweak it along the way.
And like I said, it's cold, and we had a lot of wind. And look at these hands. That's an outdoor person. But once again, thank you so much. I hope you had fun. I know I enjoyed myself, and I learned so much about cutting down a tree. Always be safe and recycle, right? And that's what it's all about. Wow, thank you so much. Boom. Okay, good. Okay. It's hard to believe that these sticks here were part of a tree over 200 feet tall, and they go through the shredder and they become nothing but just small little pieces of fiber or of the tree. It looks like they're almost all done here.